Hey, hello beautiful people, and if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. Before I get into Kat's channeled message of the day, please note that this is a collective group message, so it may not be for you, and that's okay. Come back and visit me tomorrow, because that message may be more aligned with what you need to know for the day. So let's get into it. Judgment of others impacts you. Often, it can also be a reflection of things you don't like about self on a deep subconscious level. Do you judge, have a negative opinion of someone just by the way that they look? Or you may not like something just because of what you've heard about them. Right now, there is so much dis-ease, disconnect, and divide on our planet today. Often just due to people's medical choices, personal, or even professional decisions that they've made. Too many people have lost sight that at the end of the day, we're all human beings. It's time to see people from a place of love. Who they are and who they were, then judge them for the decisions that they've made in their life, for them. Decisions do not define them. They are still the same person they were before they made that decision, and the same person that you cared about. Their essence has not changed. Life is about connection, happiness, and unconditional love. It's not about disconnection, sadness, hate, judgment, and divide. Which do you choose? Today was a pretty powerful message, to the point that it nearly brought me to tears. And the reason is there's things happening around in my external environment that really does sadden me. One is medical choices, and two is choices that people are choosing for themselves, which they feel are going to better their life overall. And it's more, I can say it's either personal or professional. And it saddens me that it's broken relationships, it's broken friendships, just due to people making a decision. And my thing is, it hasn't changed that person. Why are we allowing a decision that someone that we cared about to impact our relationship with them? So if there's someone in your life that you were friends with, and now because they've decided to make a different choice, it doesn't mean you need to agree or understand it. All you need to do is respect it and look at that person, that they're still the same person you cared about before they made that decision. Don't allow trivial things like that to impact people that you care about and people that you love. What's been going on in our planet is actually been dividing families. Families! It's not about anti or for. It's just about choice. That's what it comes down to. So that's a message, and it's a pretty strong one and a real, emotional one today. I can feel that emotion coming up for me because I see so much of it around, and the hate, it's disgusting. We've lost sight of what's important to us. What really matters to us as a human being is love and connection. And for some reason, we're choosing the total opposite. It does not assist you to move forward on your journey. It actually just holds you back because it can be consuming. Okay, so I hope that you felt that emotion just as I did, because I endeavour to live by being mindful not to judge people, to see them for who they are, for their heart, rather than the decisions that they make in the external world. And I'm human, and there are times when I get sidetracked. However, my goal is to endeavour to pull myself back. So I hope that that's something that you can maybe choose for yourself. So give your imagination free rein. I've never pulled this card. The inner world of your imagination is like clear, deep lake fed by the rivers of your emotions, physical feelings, experiences and thoughts. It's the meeting ground for your reactions to life. Okay, before I keep reading this, if you'd love to close your eyes and just take a deep breath with me, just to center yourself, and I'm going to recenter myself so I can absorb all the information on this particular message. You may have heard derogatory references to the imagination that it called it invalid and unreal. Yet it is your God connection headquarters, allowing you to wander far from your physical senses and explore other realms. Your imagination pieces together the seemingly impossible and the illogical until it brings about new creations. Have no worries that your mental exploration could mislead you, for true imagination is born upon the wings of angels. It's pure and childlike in the very best sense. It's also untamed and unrestricted. Even when you try to retrain your creative self, it's constantly at work during dream time and moments of peaceful contemplation. Allow the world of your fantasies to run free and notice its ingenious creations. They're gifts from spirit that are conceived and incubated mentally and then born into material reality. When you unleash your imagination, you liberate yourself, and you're then able to live without limits and soar. The biggest part of this particular message was the very first paragraph, and I'm going to reread it. The inner world of your imagination is like a clear, deep lake fed by the rivers of your emotions, physical feelings, experiences and thoughts. It's the meeting ground for your reaction to life. So therefore, if you are consumed in hate, disconnect, and all the negative things, you're actually really impacting self. You're holding yourself back from having free reign, from really manifesting and creating the life you really want to lead. So if it's going to assist you to shift that, ask yourself what matters to you in your life. Is your time and your energy best invested in hate, judgment, disconnect? Or is it better serving you to focus on love, connection? It's a different perspective, and often we don't really value, that's the word, value, the impact that judgment and all the negativity has on attaining your goals and living your best life and being the best version of you. This is saying that if you choose to come from a place of love when you see people, and regardless of their decisions, all you need to do is respect them. You don't need to understand them. You don't need to like them. You just need to respect them. And when you come from that, it makes life so much easier. And it will stop interfering in your life's journey. It will stop hindering your personal growth, your financial growth, your success in life. Because negativity breeds negativity, breeds negativity, breeds lack. So if you're not getting where you want to go, just maybe really look at how you're seeing people and how you're seeing the world. Beautiful message that aligns really well with the channeled message. So today, from the Universal Love deck, once again, 2 cards came out. So I'm going to read the first card. I have no idea. Golden Memories. There you go. So let's find what, excuse me, I've just dropped the book. Let's find out what Golden Memories says for us. Golden Memories. So before I read this, once again, if you'd like to just close your eyes, take a deep breath with me, just to recenter yourself. And I'm actually going to do that for me today. Someone is thinking fondly of you this very moment, reflecting on golden memories, past and precious moments spent together. He or she is someone dear to you who has passed in the world of spirit. They want you to know that all is well and that the time and space cannot separate that which is united through love. For the loving presence of those we love is always with us. A part of them lives in our heart and a part of us lives in theirs. We all leave our physical body at some point, but we never leave in spirit. So this can be two things. What I'm getting is, one is there's actually someone that has passed that is observing you, and they're connected quite deeply in spirit with you. But more what's coming in is, if there is someone of late that you have disconnected through either their medical choices, their personal decisions, or even professional decisions that they've made more recently, what if they were no longer here? How would you feel? And this is a brilliant question to ask, because it really does give you, especially on reflection, and go, shit, you know what? You see really how unimportant the things you've been holding onto don't matter anymore. And so this is purely just to give you that really look and stand back and go, shit, really what's divided us is something that doesn't freaking matter. It doesn't matter. Because what if they were no longer here tomorrow? How would it leave you feeling that you placed judgment on them due to either a medical choice, a personal decision, a professional decision? Sometimes we hold on to little things that really don't matter. So what if that person left this earth? How would you then feel? That's a question. And when we ask and we look at it like that and we reflect like that, it really does enable you to see it for what it is, and how petty sometimes we hold on to little bits of bullshit. That's really what I got with that, with golden memories. Reflect back on the memories that you have with that person that you may be disconnected with right now. How many fun times did you have with them? And that your disconnection is purely due to a choice? No, it just keeps coming up that, yes, for some of you, it may be a past person, someone who has passed. But what I'm getting predominantly, it is those of you who have made decisions to disconnect with friends or loved ones, all purely from the choices or the decisions that they have made. It hasn't changed who they are. So go back and reflect on what the special times you had with them, the golden memories. And really understand, no, not understand, respect their decisions. They may not align with you, but that doesn't matter. It's all about just respecting. So what a beautiful card. Okay, so for the card that I pulled, fear. It's asking, what I'm getting is from the golden memories. If you're going, no, I can't do it. No, I can't forgive. Why? What's your fear? What's holding you back? What are you afraid of? What are you scared of? There is definitely a fear attached to it. And what I'm getting is it's fear of other people's opinions. That if you reconnect with that person, others are going to have something to say about it. They're going to have judgment of you. That's the fear. Wow, that's coming through so strong. Just as the channeled message said, judgment. When you judge others, of course, you're going to have fear that others are going to judge you. When you stop judging others, that fear dissipates because it no longer matters to you because you're not doing it anymore. That fear is so strong right now. It is purely boiling down to, if you cannot forgive or reconnect with someone, it's fear that's holding you back of what others are going to say about your reconnection with that person. So I'm going to say to you, go back to that space of what if that person was to pass, how would you then feel? What guilt are you going to carry, which ends up with fear? What guilt would you then carry? It's a very powerful message today, and it's quite an emotional one for me. I can feel all the heaviness. And it actually got to me about how nasty the planet has been, how judgmental the planet has been. It's not nice energy. It's actually quite sad. I can feel that emotion coming to the surface again. To see all the hate, the judgment. It's terrible. Choose for you. Regardless of the judgment, choose not to judge anymore. Because every person that judges impacts the planet. Brings sadness and hate and disconnect. We're born to love. We're born to nurture, not to hate and disconnect. Wow. Okay, so I will go on to the fear card. So before I read this card, I'm going to take a deep breath with you and really close my eyes just for a moment. Just to recenter myself and bring me back into this particular message. Fear. Fear is preventing you from living and experiencing your true potential. Perhaps you have tried to suppress your fear, but this has simply locked it away inside you and has cast a kind of invisible shadow over your life. Fear is not necessarily a bad thing. A bit of it is good for us. But when our fears blow out of proportion, we become irrational and it starts to control our life. Then it is time to face and heal them. Rather than suppressing your fears, let them surface. Face them one at a time. Give them your undivided attention. Acknowledge the love. Acknowledge and love them. Observe and talk to them. Embrace them. With practice, love and patience, each fear will dissolve and transform to light. The healing power of love will then fill your heart, mind, and thoughts, and you shall come to know and trust that you are always safe. For you are an immortal, eternal child of the universe, an immortal, eternal soul of love. That's exactly what we are. And for some of you out there, you may have forgotten that. You've become so consumed with all the negativity that you've forgotten about the positive. And maybe just consciously you're not even aware of that. I'm not saying or implying any of this is intentional. Often we're like on autopilot. We don't even recognize it. And that's why taking time for reflection or journaling really does assist you to allow that space to find it. And as you can see, today's message really has touched my heart because I endeavour to live my life intentionally and intentionally come from a place of love and endeavour not to judge people. It is a practice. It's a continual practice because I, like everybody else, am human and I trip up sometimes. but I'm blessed that I have such high awareness of self that I will pick myself up and go, whoa, Kat, that's not very kind. I will speak about energies and its toxic energies. I endeavour not to speak about anyone independently, because it's their actions, it's not about the human being themselves. I hope today's message has really given you some food for thought and some time for contemplation on the messages that came up today. They're really powerful. And I hope that this message really does make an impact with some of you out there that maybe have lost a little bit of focus of what really matters. Yeah, it's a powerful one for me today. I had no idea that the emotions were going to come up, but it is something that is so close to my heart that this is why I do what I do. Is I want everyone to live their best life, as corny as this may be, and become the best version of themselves. And the only way to do that is come from a place of love, not from a place of judgment. So if today's video resonated with you, I would be so grateful if you would like my video. And also, if you'd like to see more of my Cat's messages of the day, please subscribe to my channel and also click on the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload tomorrow's video. I want to thank you for spending your time with me today. I absolutely respect that your time is valuable. And please remember that you matter. You matter. You are your most valuable asset, so invest in you every day. So for today, take care, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.